Hey guys, I hope you're having a fantastic day today. I just got back from a month of travel, during which time I went to Costa Rica and Hawaii, and I did all of that in a carry-on suitcase. So today I wanted to share with you guys what my travel essentials are and how I pack light for more extended periods of time. So yeah, I did this all in a carry-on suitcase, and overall I'd have to say that it was an incredible experience. I loved the flexibility of not having too many things to bring with me, and only bringing things that I knew I was going to get a lot of use out of. So this is what I brought with me. I'm excited to share it with you all, and just FYI, if I look a little bit different here than I do in the rest of the video, it's because my footage randomly got corrupted for whatever reason, so bear with that. But yeah, this is what I brought with me. Okay, so I just finished unpacking everything and it's all kind of spread out here on the bed. I want to show you guys what we brought and then also how it all fits into here. But first off, this suitcase is from the Made by Design brand by Target. Christopher and I had a Target gift card to use not too long ago, and we only had one carry-on suitcase. Both of us were planning on going on this trip, so we decided to invest in a second one. And this is actually the first hardtop suitcase we've ever owned, but I do really love it because it allows you to divide what you're bringing into two different sections. So I typically would put like shoes and other things that weren't clothing on this side. And then this side, which actually zippers up, I would just pack all of our clothing onto that side. And so I found that worked out really well for me. And yeah, this was a great suitcase for the trip, but now let's show you guys what we packed. So as far as clothes go, let's start off with the tops that I packed. I packed 6 t-shirts / tank tops for this vacation. And these are all just really practical items that I figured I would be able to mix and match and wear throughout the day, you know, and they would kind of hopefully fit for a variety of situations. So first off, you guys have probably seen this shirt before. This is my black tank top that has buttons at the back and a nice little fringe. This is a great piece for being able to dress up and dress down, which is perfect because I knew there were going to be a few nights where we were going to be eating out and just days where I wanted to look a little bit nicer. But it's also a tank top, which makes it a little bit breezier and super casual for those extremely hot days in Costa Rica and, you know, still warm days in Hawaii. Next up, we had this plain basic green t-shirt. And this is a piece that I got secondhand, and I just figured it would be really practical for any days where we did any kind of hikes or just hanging out in whatever location we were in. It's a basic piece, very casual, but I also planned it to be useful for days where we'd be doing something that was a little bit more exercise related, just given the fact that it's a fairly breathable shirt and definitely a basic. Another piece that I got secondhand, this is a just plain white button-down t-shirt. And this is a piece that, once again, I thought would be super light and breezy, and it came hugely and useful for Costa Rica, where it was way, way warmer than I expected. And having a piece like this just gives you a little bit of versatility when it comes to your outfits. Once again, you can kind of dress up and dress down this piece, but it's also something that is light and breezy and perfect for traveling, especially in the summer. Okay, another basic t-shirt that I packed, once again bought secondhand. Often my basics are either from Everlane or bought secondhand. But this one has cute little pineapples on it, which I thought was really fun and tropical for the trip. Unfortunately, it got several stains on it, which you might not be able to see from this far away, but I've tried to get them out, and so I don't know about the future of this shirt right now, is all I have to say. But it did really serve me well on the vacation. Once again, a basic t-shirt that I could really just wear on a daily basis. Something a little bit on the nicer side, this is kind of a thicker material, but it's still in a t-shirt style, which makes it cool enough for those hot days. I do like the fact that it has a fun little tie-back detail here, and this shirt, originally from Madewell, I did get secondhand, but it's super comfortable and really helped me to have a piece that was just a little bit more structured and dressed up for nights where we ate out. And then the final shirt I packed was this box cut tee from Everlane. Everlane's t-shirts are so versatile, practical, and comfortable. And the one thing I will say is I did bring 6 t-shirts on this trip. I do kind of wish I brought one more, just because sometimes being able to do laundry isn't always practical as an option on an every single week basis when you're traveling that much. I had the chance to do laundry 2 times, so I did end up rewearing shirts a little bit. So I might have packed 1 or 2 more shirts and if I was doing this again, but I think I got a ton of use out of everything I did pack, so that was fantastic. Next up, I brought 3 pairs of pants, 2 shorts, and 1 pair of jeans. I bought these shorts secondhand just before the trip. These are from The Loft originally, but they're a really comfortable linen short, which really did just kind of go with all of my shirts, was super easy to wear and really comfortable, whether I was lounging by the pool or just casually exploring the towns that I was visiting. The other pair of jeans I brought was this pair of vintage Levi denim shorts. And I absolutely love these guys. They're super comfortable as denim shorts go. They're a little bit oversized and I actually really enjoy that look. So I used these once again a ton on the trip, and if I was packing again, would 100% bring them once again. And then the other pair of bottoms I brought was this pair of Everlane skinny jeans in the dark wash blue. And once again, I wanted something that I would be able to dress up a little bit more and also wear on days where it was a little bit chillier, or if I was traveling through airports on airplanes. I definitely prefer wearing pants in those situations. So this was a perfect versatile pair that really just kind of fulfilled all of those needs. Next up, let's talk about activewear, and the retreat I went to in Costa Rica that was, like I mentioned, a work retreat, also happened to be a yoga retreat, so I needed to pack some activewear that I would be able to use for yoga and then also for hiking in Hawaii. So I want to show you guys what I brought as far as that goes. I do have this yoga set from Girlfriend Collective that I bought just before the trip. I've been getting a lot more into working out lately, and so I figured that this trip would be the perfect time to invest in a really cool ethical brand that I've been learning a lot about. All of their items are made out of recycled plastic, which is so cool, and I just love this rose quartz color from them. And this is an absolutely gorgeous kind of bra slash shirt top. I think this is called the Palmona bra. And then also a pair of high-waisted leggings from them. I used these a ton for when we were doing yoga, and then also when we were hiking as well. I was able to reuse these outfits, which is perfect. So Girlfriend Collective was an awesome brand that I absolutely love being able to bring along with me as far as activewear goes. But another one that you guys have heard me talk about before and that I love is Organic Basics. And so for this trip, I actually brought their activewear bra and leggings set. So I brought this one, which once again is made out of recycled nylon, and it's from their Silvertech line. So I brought this bra as well as this pair of leggings. And so we did yoga, I think 5 days over the course of the retreat. So I just kind of mix and match those items together, in addition to, this is from Organic Basics' newest line, which is their Soft Touch collection. And this is made from sustainable material that is actually made from wood fibers. It's super soft and comfortable, and once again, Organic Basics just nails their nude colors. I absolutely love this. So I brought this along with me once again to kind of mix and match with those 2 other leggings that I showed you. Oh, and then the one other shirt that I used for activewear was this Old Navy tank top. I've had this for several years now, and it's just a simple black piece that once again I can mix and match, which is exactly what I was looking for. And I did finally bring one piece of activewear that I did not use for yoga, but did use for sleeping in, as well as simply just for living in, and hiking in, I suppose, too. And this is just a pair of Adidas Climate Cool shorts. They're running shorts, they're super comfortable. I got a lot of use out of them, and in case you're wondering, I got them secondhand. So I have a couple of more pieces of clothing that I brought. First off, I did decide to bring one dress for nights where we were going to dress up a little bit more. This is a dress that I bought secondhand, and I just love this kind of like striped linen pattern it has to it. It's really cute, casual, but still has this sort of like beachy vibe, which I felt would be perfect for Costa Rica and Hawaii. Okay, I think there's 3 more pieces of clothing that I brought. This is a romper that I brought with me, bought secondhand, and I just felt like this was such a versatile piece as I was packing it, and then when I finally got to those locations, I got a ton of use of this. I used this as a beach cover-up. I used it when we were going out to dinner because it has a little bit more of a formal pattern to it. And just kind of casually as well. I've discovered that this is one of the most versatile items that I own. Rompers really are pretty fantastic. And so yeah, I just loved bringing this piece with me pretty much everywhere I went. And then although in Costa Rica I did not get any use out of these items, they came in super handy in Hawaii, and as well as while I was traveling in the airplane. First off, I have this Calvin Klein jeans sweater, which if you can't tell my love of the color pink, I love the color pink. But yeah, I used this piece a few times at least, and it was nice knowing that if there was a colder day, I always had an option for something to wear. Even when you're going to a warmer climate, it is nice to pack something just in case it's cooler than you expect. And finally, I have this cardigan, which is originally from Urban Outfitters. I've owned this guy for years, and this is a staple for me whenever I'm traveling in a plane. It is so soft and comfortable, and honestly feels like you're wearing a blanket, which is absolutely amazing. So yeah, that is all of the clothing items I brought with me. As far as other things go, I did bring 2 bathing suits with me. Well, technically I did buy one on the trip because I was supposed to receive one before I left, but did not. So unfortunately I had to pick up a second because doing 4 weeks by the ocean, I couldn't get by with one bathing suit. Anyways, so I ended up getting this one from a local boutique while I was in Hawaii. And it's just this really fun red color with a matching bathing suit top that goes with it. And then the other bathing suit I brought with me is this black bathing suit that I've owned for years. Just the simple bathing suit bottom and bathing suit top. Oh, the other reason why I bought this is we went snorkeling, and a bandeau top is not going to work for snorkeling. It just, swimming in the ocean with that, it's great for the pool, but you know, not the ocean. Anyways, that's what I brought for that. As far as underwear, socks, bras goes, obviously you guys know I love my organic basics pieces, and so I brought plenty of those with me. I've brought my organic cotton underwear from them, which I absolutely love, as well as the recycled nylon seamless underwear from them. Once again, this stuff is so incredibly comfortable, works so well, and a very decent chunk of the basics that I brought with me were from there. In fact, all of the bras that I brought with me were from there. I loved trying out this new soft touch bra, bralette rather. It is super, super comfortable. I found it worked really well under all my clothes. I didn't really see any lines or anything like that. And honestly, I can sleep in these if I want to. They're just that comfortable. So I brought that one, as well as my black organic cotton triangle top, which these guys kind of, you know, look really cute in addition to being super comfortable. So can't really ask more from a bra, can you? And then yeah, just the plain basic nude one. And then I brought 3 pairs of socks with me as well for the days where we did hiking. Now in terms of packing my underwear and stuff like that, I know that people often have a bit of a struggle with trying to figure out how to pack them in a suitcase in a way that's practical. The solution that I found is simply to use an organic cotton produce bag and literally just shove them all in there. And then as I'm looking for something, you know, if I'm looking to get ready in the morning, I can just look into my bag, so that's kind of all of them in there. I can just pop up in this bag and grab whatever I need out. It packs really well and is really easy just to kind of keep track of everything. So that's kind of my solution for that. Okay, let's talk about shoes. First off, I brought a pair of running shoes that I'd be able to do hiking and any other kind of adventures in. We ended up doing a 4-hour ATV tour in Costa Rica actually, so I was super glad I had some closed-toed shoes with me. And that was a super practical item that I brought that maybe I didn't wear every single day, but you can't really go hiking without running shoes. You just can't. Next up, I brought my Birkenstocks, which I bought secondhand, I believe last year or the year before. And these are super comfortable sandals, maybe not the prettiest looking things on the planet, but they're fantastic for walking around town or doing any kind of casual exploring. This is kind of my go-to shoe when I'm in warmer weather, so whether that's in North Carolina where I live or Hawaii or anywhere else. And then finally, I needed a sandal that would be able to withstand going to the beach, pool, and anywhere else where there was going to be significant amounts of water. So I didn't actually own a pair of flip-flops when I left for the trip, but I figured I would be able to pick some up along my way. And so this was just a very simple pair of flip-flops that I bought, you know, for practical purposes. They're kind of a foam material and pretty soft, so I enjoyed wearing them, but honestly, this was a purchase that kind of was more practical than anything. And then of course I brought toiletries and I put them all in these 2 bags, obviously because I was traveling carry-on. I did have one for liquids, so we can go ahead and look inside see what I brought in here. First off, I always keep my toothbrush in here. It's just a little bit more accessible that way, close to my toothpaste and practical. So I have a brush with bamboo toothbrush that I brought with me, and then just this like case toothbrush holder that I've had for years. Next up, I have my toothpaste, and this is the Hello Activated Charcoal and Hemp Seed Oil brand slash type. And this is like a BPA free, no sulfates, vegan, no animal testing. Like it's a pretty clean toothpaste, I guess is what we're saying. And I've been trying out the activated charcoal toothpaste because I noticed that my teeth were getting a smidge yellow, so I've been trying to whiten them a little bit more naturally. So that's kind of what's going on there. I have 2 Love Beauty Planet travel size toiletries, which I just refill when I empty them out. So they're perfect size for traveling. Obviously they're within the carry-on size restrictions. And I actually use Love Beauty and Planet for my shampoo and conditioner, or at least I have been for the past little while. And so whenever I go traveling, I just kind of refill them so that I, don't need to go buy 2 new bottles. But I can just refill them from the larger bottles I already have. And my foot is kind of falling asleep, but we're almost at the end here, so we'll be good. In here, this is actually an old perfume bottle that was like a perfume that my parents bought for me while I was in France. I emptied it out years ago though, and now actually use it for heat protectant spray for when I'm traveling. It's once again within that 3 fluid ounces that you can bring on airplanes. And so I just kind of throw that in there so that I can put it with my curling wand and we're good to go. In here, this is almost empty now, but I had moisturizer in here for my face. My specific face moisturizer, I do try to buy in a larger size to reduce waste, but unfortunately it's too big for the carry-on size restrictions, so I slid it in this little boy. And then also I was given hand sanitizer for Christmas, which I don't really use on a regular basis, except I find when I'm on vacation. So I started never having used this hand sanitizer, and now it's almost gone at the end of the vacation, so I guess it came in handy. So that's everything I keep in here. In my makeup bag, this is where pretty much everything else toiletries wise goes for me. So first off, I've got deodorant, I've got a razor, and then I do kind of do a little bit of a stripped back makeup collection when I'm traveling, although I still, like I said before, when I was sharing with you guys my makeup collection, I still use most of the things every day, so most of my makeup is here with me. I have my Burt's Bees BB cream, I have my Elite Cosmetics Brow Balm, mascara, RMS Beauty, the Lip to Cheek Stain, all of my brushes I have with me. I have my Well People mascara. What else do I have in here? Coconut oil for taking off my eye makeup at night. I have my Urban Decay eyeliner, a sharpener for that, and then my Elite Cosmetics pressed powder and brush, and oh, a hair elastic. So that's pretty much all the beauty stuff I bring. The only other thing that comes with me is my curling iron, which I use just to touch up the curls that I have and make them look a little bit more defined. So I bring that with me, and then I just have a few other miscellaneous things that I want to share with you that I bring. First off, I always bring a reusable bag of some kind with me, whether I'm using it as a bag to be able to put stuff I'm bringing to the beach in, or something that I'm just using to carry around, whether it's groceries or anything else. I always find a reusable bag definitely comes in handy, so I always travel with one of those. I also have a hair scrunchie. This is from Encircled, which makes all of their scrunchies out of dead stock fabrics, which I think is really cool, and it's just really nice to be able to put up your hair whether you're at the airport or the pool, and this is a really like sturdy and fantastic one, so I brought this guy with me. I have a pair of sunglasses which I bought secondhand last year. I think it was at like a consignment store in our area. I really like the tortoiseshell print on these, and honestly it's just nice to be able to travel with a pair of sunglasses, especially if you're going somewhere warm. Okay, in here, this was actually a reusable bag that I picked up on the trip, but I love it because it holds all of my essentials as far as electronics go perfectly. So in here, what I typically keep is my charging cord for my phone. I carry my earbuds, and then finally, I travel with a pretty hefty power bank. This thing stores 10 phone charges in it, and I use it so frequently when I'm traveling. Whether it's because we're going hiking or on a 4-hour car ride on a particular day, and I end up using it to charge my phone and Christopher's and a few other people's, or I actually have a different cord that when I'm traveling with my laptop, I'll bring this and be able to charge my laptop with it. So this thing always comes in handy, and I definitely bring that while I'm traveling, and then also the cord to charge that as well. So all of my electronic stuff really does fit just completely perfectly into this bag. And I did mention before that I usually travel with a backpack if I'm bringing work stuff. This usually goes in that backpack so I can use it because it's stored under my seat when I'm in a plane. Okay, other things that I bring with me, I have a reusable water bottle from the brand Simple Modern that I always bring with me. I prefer drinking from a water bottle with a straw top lid simply because I remind myself to drink more water if I'm drinking out of a straw. Don't know why that's the case, but it is, so hence this type of water bottle. But the other handy thing about this specific water bottle is that when I'm traveling, I'm actually able to bring this particular lid, which is a kind of travel size mug lid, and it switches out perfectly. And because this particular water bottle is double wall insulated, I can put hot drinks or cold drinks in here. So I've kind of got my options for if I want a tea or if I want water. I also have a 100% silk eye mask that I bring with me when I'm traveling because I have a very difficult time falling asleep when it's not completely dark. So whether that's on a plane or in a car or anything, I fall asleep much more easily if it is dark, and this definitely helps me gain hours of sleep when I'm traveling. I also bring a reusable bamboo straw just so I can try to avoid some plastic straws. Although I was really impressed in Hawaii in particular, but in Costa Rica as well, there were so many alternative plastic straws. So you had like corn plastic straws, compostable straws, paper straws, and like compostable plates, and I really enjoyed how eco-friendly Hawaii was, I'll just say that much. I also brought my purse with me, and this is just a simple wristlet wallet from Coach, and all I keep in here is a lipstick from Beauty Counter as well as my wallet. Just got a few cards in there, and it's perfect for really being able to travel super light. I also, when I'm traveling, try to carry a few pills with me, whether it's because I need like Imodium, Dayquil, ibuprofen, any kind of medicine. I like to be able to have a few on hand, whether it's for myself or someone else. I also like to travel with a notebook that I can use either to journal or to write thoughts down. I find that I'm oftentimes most creative when I'm on vacation, so it's nice having an outlet for that. So I usually just bring a pen and a notebook. It was also really helpful for the retreat because I was able to write notes down, but that's kind of another aside. And then the final thing really that I bring with me is my camera. And so I have two cameras, one that I'm recording on, which is really large and heavy, and then a really portable one that's fantastic for travel. This is the Canon EOS M50. It is a fantastic lightweight camera that is kind of not as expensive as my big camera, which makes it, I don't need to worry about it as much while I'm traveling. So I just brought this with me as well as my battery. So that's everything that I packed with me. I know this is going to be a long video, but let's go ahead and show you guys how it all fits in my suitcase now so that you can see how I pack it. Okay, so I've just packed everything. There are two things I specifically left out of the suitcase simply because I traveled with them both ways, and whenever I go to airports, these are just the things that I wear. The first off is my running shoes. It's the perfect pair of shoes for travel. And then, like I mentioned, I wear this cardigan every time I travel, so neither of them would go in my suitcase. I'd be wearing them on the plane. So I've decided to leave both of those items out, but this is what my suitcase looks like fully packed. So the one item of clothing I have on that right-hand side is the Calvin Klein jeans sweatshirt that I put just kind of like lightly over top. It is kind of the most difficult item I have to pack, so I do that. And then let me just flip this up a little bit. This is upside down, but so I can show you, I've got like my toiletries, all my shoes on this side, the camera, my electronics gear, all of my like socks, underwear, t-shirts, things like that. And then in this little zip pouch right here, I just keep the notebook, like my scrunchie, sunglasses, the reusable water bottle straw. And then so that you can see this side right here, this is all of my clothes. I tend to roll all my clothes just because they fit a lot better that way, and it's also easiest to see what I've packed. So I just kind of put them all in here, and then everything really just like comes together, zips up, put this here, and we're good to go. So yeah, that's everything that I brought with me, and I just finished traveling for a month with this amount of things. If there was anything I would change about this, I might add 1 or 2 more t-shirts to this list, just to make it a little bit easier to pack and really just kind of survive for a week and a half, 2 weeks sometimes, without necessarily having the ability to wash clothes. And then if you're traveling for work, obviously, I would probably bring a laptop as well. And then, I mean, obviously I had camera equipment that I brought with me, but anything else that you have to travel with for work as well. This all fits in a carry-on suitcase, and if we're honest, when you're traveling in an airplane, you get 2 carry-ons, a personal item too, so you would easily be able to pack anything like that in a separate backpack like I did. But yeah, that's everything I brought with me. If you guys were interested in any of the items I shared or anything like that, I'll try to have as much of it as I can linked up in the description box below to check out if you are interested in it. And yeah, if you guys have any travels coming up, whether it's short or long, let me know what they are and maybe what you're planning on packing in the comment section down below. I absolutely love travel. It's one of my absolutely favorite things. So I'd love to hear about any travel that you guys have coming up. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you haven't already and you made it to the end of this video, definitely be sure to subscribe below for more weekly content about minimalism and intentional living coming your way. I would love to have you join me, and yeah, my voice I feel like is a little bit hoarse from just talking for like 40 minutes, but it's okay. I love you guys all so much though. I will see you in the next video, and yeah, have a great day. Bye.